I would like to begin today by welcoming all parents, family, friends, faculty, and students to this afternoon's graduation ceremony honoring the class of 2021. Before we begin, I'd like to thank those who helped set up our competition gym, as well as those who spent many hours of preparation to make this day special for everyone. As I look over the seniors in front of me, I know each of you have made decisions that will impact your life. They will also impact your future. Some of you will be heading to college in the fall. Some of you have made a commitment to the military, and others have started working already or are enrolled in a post-secondary option. The important thing is not what you're doing, but where you'll end up. Start with the ideals and the principles you learned from your education and build upon them, starting right now. Take in everything around you and decide what to keep and what to make better. You have what it takes. Think back to when you were first asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? A time when you were excited to take on the world as engineers, teachers, veterinarians, doctors, nurses, hairstylists, professional athletes, architects, and scientists. The list goes on and on. Many of you are still on that path, while others have set their sights on something different, something new, something exciting. You have to look forward to what lies ahead in this moment. It's your decision, and you get to make the most of it. Seniors, congratulations. Congratulations for making it to this day, and thank you for being part of Pirate Nation. I'd now like to introduce Superintendent Voss, who has a few words for our seniors. Dr. Voss.
Thanks, Mr. Deacon. How's everybody doing? You excited? On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome everyone who has taken time to join us today. It is fantastic to see so many people in person joining us this afternoon for our commencement ceremony. And I am delighted once again to see the smiling faces of these students. From where I am standing, the energy of this class and the expressions on their faces are a testament of hope and great optimism. It gives me great satisfaction and a sense of relief to have everyone here with us this afternoon to celebrate this most important of milestones. We are honored to celebrate with these soon-to-be alumni as they reflect on their time here with us, and we can all look forward with eagerness and anticipation to a world that awaits them. Now, most of the time, our academic calendar follows a familiar and comfortable pattern that ebbs and flows with the changing seasons. A rigid and oftentimes unforgiving schedule with deadlines for projects that sometimes seem unreasonable. But as we have all learned over the course of the last 14 months, that predictability, that comfort and familiar pattern, the rhythm of our academic year was seriously disrupted. And that disruption forced us to do things differently. All of us had to move outside of our comfort zone. We had to change the way we lived, worked, interacted with our friends, and we even had to learn how to do school a little bit different. Now, in a lot of ways, you share a common bond and brotherhood with the class that went before you. But let's make no mistake. On one hand, your predecessors had to cross the finish line to an empty stadium. But you and all of us are here today to enjoy this day in person. But in both cases, you were both forced to endure an experience that none of us wanted or expected. So today is a milestone. But the fact is, it's more than a milestone celebrating the end of your era as a Hudson Pirate. It's a turning point, marking the end and the return to a normal for all of us. And the fact of the matter is, whether you realize it or not, all of you played a very important part in helping us to achieve that. This year was challenging. There were so many details to attend to. Contingency plans had to be considered, and backups to consider contingency plans also had to be considered. Yet all along the way, it was our goal to make this year as normal as possible for all of you, knowing that, of course, it really wasn't. Over the course of the year, events were canceled and seasons were suspended. Concerts were held virtually, and some of you even got sick. But we all marched forward in this most unusual of school years. And you all stuck to the game plan. Now, this school year, I used the tagline, the hashtag Pirate Rising, to describe the many events, accomplishments, and achievements that we hoped would help us to return to what we know and expect to be normal. During our opening day convocation with faculty and staff, I borrowed from the Broadway musical Hamilton and asked everyone on the faculty to rise up because our world was turned upside down. I needed our employees to rise up and put their best foot forward because we were beginning the most unusual of school years. But in spite of that, all the employees, from the superintendent to the principal, the teachers, the faculty, the staff, everyone that collects a paycheck from the school district, we realized that we couldn't do it alone. You see, we needed help, and that help came from you. The fact of the matter is, we can set all the rules, the policies, and procedures that we want to in our school district, but here's the secret. Had you chosen on any specific day to walk out the front door of the school, there wasn't a whole lot we could do about it. And I know you didn't like some of the rules we had in place this year with masks and social distancing and having to sit across from one another at lunch, but you chose to follow them. Now, partly because you wanted to play the game on Friday night, or you wanted to make sure our schools remained open, or you did so because you wanted to protect a vulnerable classmate. But regardless of why you chose to do that, you set an example, not only for yourself and your classmates, but for the entire school district. So I submit to everyone here gathered this afternoon that this class of 2021 has given all of us a great gift. And that gift is leadership. So the class of 2021, I say, thank you. At the same time, though, I want to recognize that you too, class of 2021, have also been given a gift. You have learned at a young age what it is like to experience profound disappointment. You know the joy of the mundane, of normalcy. You have learned the value of education and how strong the bonds of family, friends, and classmates truly are. And never in my career have I experienced a class so determined to make sure that they had their full school experience. There is no doubt one day you will look back with great satisfaction on what you've accomplished during this most formidable of years. And there is no doubt that you have had a storied career here at Hudson. Yet today our time draws to a close. So as is customary at the end of a long journey, we reflect on all that we have experienced together, but not just these last 14 months, but our collective experience. And each year, during this, my final words of advice to the graduating class, I often like to take you back to your more formative years and reflect on some of those lessons you learned early on. This year, I want to take you back to second grade. The year that you celebrated the birthday of the famous author, Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss because, well, let's face it, Dr. Seuss became a thing this year too, right? But Dr. Seuss's final book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, was published in 1990, and it's a graduation orator's dream. It's written, of course, to addressing obstacles one will face in life, and it also offers a great deal of encouragement. Indeed, think of the places you are sure to go when you leave these halls in just a few moments. But let's consider the places you've been. Yes, let's consider the places you've been. Now, I don't necessarily mean an abbreviated trip to New York City during last year's spring break, or the first trip to a softball game last summer in 90-degree heat, wearing a face mask on a school bus. I mean the places you've been emotionally. places you've been spiritually, and with those sitting next to you right now. In some respects, those sitting next to you right now are as close to you as your siblings. Think of those in this room right now that make up your family, our school family. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2020, you've been given a great gift. Think of the journey we have been on together, the places you've been. This class most certainly has risen up on been quite a journey. We have all-state musicians and all-state speech participants who have delighted us virtually and most recently in person. Our athletes have captured individual and state championships, team championships, from one bookend of the year to another. And of our most proud accomplishments, we can boast 9 valedictorians, 2 salutatorians, and 5 honor graduates. I don't think we've ever done that before. And ladies and gentlemen, if that doesn't impress you, how about a collective grade point average of 3.56 and a class that collectively has earned scholarships and awards approaching $900,000. Indeed, the places you've been. You have certainly epitomized this idea of higher rising that could have not been scripted better when we opened our doors on August 24th. So class of 2021, thank you for your leadership this school year. And parents, thank you for your support and the opportunity to work with such an amazing group of young people. Congratulations, class of 2021.
this time, I'd like to introduce Hallie Hockman, Abigail Peak, Sam Hansen, and Kylie Salee, who will be sharing some words with our seniors.
Today, we're graduating. We're graduating. Those two words hardly seem like enough to truly encompass the journey we have taken to get to this point. It reduces the past 720 days that we have spent together in a mere 14 letters. 14 letters to represent the past 4 years of our lives. 14 letters, 2 words. That's all it takes for this moment right here to become one of the most important milestones of our lives. And when we walk across this stage for the first and last time, another chapter will come to a close. Up until this point, it all seems so simple. Grab your diploma and keep walking. But there's nothing simple about walking away from the life that we built here at Hudson, and there's nothing simple about walking away from the family that we've grown into. 2 words, that's all it takes. Well, there may be 4 of us giving this speech. This one is for all of us, every single one. It's not a secret that our class is not your typical ensemble of people. We're known for being unusually close and tight-knit. With every step we've taken them together. With every new achievement we've garnered, we've celebrated them together. And with every stage of life that has come, we've done it all together, because that's who we are. We're more than just a collection of individuals that happen to attend the same school. We've become a family that has learned to love and learn alongside each other. The good and the bad, we've seen and done it all. From writing apology letters to the lunch staff for our loudness, to sitting on the wall at recess for forgetting our snow boots, we made our way through this community and we let ourselves be known. It's safe to say that sitting back and staying quiet was never quite our style. So along the way, we flipped water bottles and anticipated the day we would enter high school. Then water bottle flipping was banned and all that was left was high school. Naturally, we rose to the occasion and surrounded the school with the obnoxious sounds of kazoos. No, actually, we came in through those double doors, ready to take on whatever these 4 years threw our way. And then we did exactly that. We were the class that was experimented on. From day one, we were called guinea pigs. New styles of teaching, technology, and programs were introduced, and we took every opportunity and every obstacle in stride. We embraced the changes, and most importantly, we perpetuated them. Wherever we stepped foot, change followed. Teachers shifted classrooms to accommodate our class, coaches prepared for a grade full of athletes, and the administration met with student leaders consistently. We learned to adapt, and then we overcame, and this was especially evident when we lost some of the best parts of our junior year, but then made the most of our senior year.
As freshmen, little did we know what was in store for us. We entered high school with high expectations and ideas of what we would do and who we would become. We marked our calendars thinking that we would never get to where we are now, sitting in these chairs, waiting for that one piece of paper to mark our accomplishment. Then, all of a sudden, the football team won a state championship. Our cross-country runners were ranked #1. The boys golf team are NICL champions, as well as state qualifiers, alongside the participants in volleyball, baseball, soccer, track, wrestling, speech, and jazz band. As time pushed forward, so did the establishment of our very own bowling and dance teams, accompanied by GSA and FCA organizations. As we continued to count down the days, we lost our sports seasons, our last homecoming, precious times with friends and family, and the comfort of everyday safety. So, we did what we do best. We adapted. We overcame. We hugged each other a little tighter, and we put our hearts into the opportunities that we carved out for ourselves. We played our hardest, ran our best times, sang just a little louder, danced to bad songs at prom, and somewhere in the middle, we stopped and waited for time to speed up. We didn't have to win, and the songs we sang along to didn't need to be good because we had each other through it all.
And while this is our moment, we recognize that we couldn't have got here alone. Every person in this room has contributed to our success in ways we could not even begin to describe. First, however, we say thank you. Thank you for our teachers and faculty for your endless encouragement, for listening to all of our complaints, and for laughing at our bad jokes. for allowing us to safely grow and mature in your classrooms. We know that it wasn't easy, and we also know that we still have a lot of maturing left to do. But you gave us the space to become who we are today. Thank you to our coaches and our directors for never giving up on us, for challenging us to reach our full potential and then pushing us past what we thought we were capable of, for cultivating an environment that empowered us and gave us new friendships. You gave us the confidence to move forward. And most importantly, thank you to our parents and our families for being our biggest supporters, for reminding us that we're important, loved, and worth it, for helping us with our last-minute projects and driving us to every practice and game without an ounce of hesitation. You made this very second possible, and we thank you guys for everything.
Now today, we're graduating. We're graduating. 2 words, 14 letters, and the moments that have made up our past 4 years are going to become the memories we'll share with our kids and the ones we'll laugh over during our class reunion. But right in this instance, we are standing on the edge of the rest of our lives, and time has come for us to make that jump. And I know that we're ready. Since the very beginning, we have brought about change. We are the catalysts, and we always have been. As we begin to step into the next stage, we must continue to be the people that question their surroundings and never settle for less than. Our time here has empowered us to become leaders and advocates, which doesn't stop once we exit those doors. In fact, it becomes a part of us. So just as we came into high school, standing side by side, it's only right that we go out the same way. And I believe it's time for all of us to stop talking up here, because congratulations are officially in order. Class of 2021, we've made it. Woo!
Okay, so that was a tie. Yeah. Darn you, Kylie.
National Honor Society is an organization that salutes our students who not only have maintained a high academic standing, but also exemplify outstanding character, leadership, and service. Today, these seniors are wearing the blue and white NHS stoles, recognizing their membership in the National Honor Society. At this time, I would like the NHS members from the class of 2021 to stand and be recognized for your outstanding accomplishments. Many members of the graduating class are wearing various cords, designating their membership in different societies, participation in various activities, or for reaching specific goals. Not only are these students outstanding scholars, they're also outstanding students. Would all the students wearing a cord please stand and receive the recognition you deserve? There are several students today probably wearing the blue and gold sashes of FFA. These students have been actively involved in the organization over the past 4 years, building school and community relations as well as many personal accomplishments along the way. Would the FFA members please stand and be recognized? Earlier this month, we held a senior awards ceremony where many members of the graduating class were honored with scholarships and awards. You will note some of the students are wearing medallions. These students were the recipients of the scholarships given by the Hudson Educational Fund. The Hudson Educational Fund has helped many students over the years by giving scholarships to aid students in furthering their education, as well as funding many projects these students have benefited from. At this time, I'd like the students who have received HEF scholarships to please stand and be recognized. In addition, we would like all seniors who have received scholarships, honors, and awards to stand and be recognized for your dedication and determination to be the best that you can be. Seniors. Students who have maintained at least a 3.95 grade point average are recognized at this ceremony to honor their dedication and commitment to their studies. Several seniors will receive this honor today. Not only have they maintained a high academic standing, they've also excelled in numerous extracurricular activities and service groups as well. Students, as I say your name, please come up to the stage and be recognized. Samantha Baldwin, Jessica Carlin, Ashlyn Kuhn, Annalise Niemer, and Caitlin O'Malley. Honor students. This year we celebrate with 2 salutatorians. Both are committed to academics and dedicated to character and success. Not only have they maintained a high academic standing, they've also excelled in numerous extracurricular activities and service groups as well. They are truly some of Hudson's finest and serve as positive role models for so many. With a GPA of 3.994 and wearing a salutatorian medallion, please join me in honoring this year's salutatorians, Jessica Regenweather and Anna Stabell. One more applause for the 2021 salutatorians. It is very difficult for a student to maintain a high grade point average for a quarter, a semester, or the entire year. But to maintain an exceptional GPA all through one's high school years is outstanding. It takes dedication, self-discipline, and determination to every task set before you to maintain such a high academic standards. This year, we have 9 students being recognized as valedictorian. These students' outstanding character, dedication, and work ethic symbolize the qualities of success. They have also excelled in numerous extracurricular activities and service groups as well. With a GPA of 4.0 and wearing a valedictorian medallion, please join me in honoring this year's valedictorians: Jake Geisler, Hallie Hock, Sam Hansen, Sarah Hansen, Alyssa Meyer, Abigail Pete, Kylie Salee, Carson Serrata, and Ashley Starr. Let's give another round of applause for the valedictorians in 2021. With this class, we make sure to beef up the stage to handle all the students. Outstanding. You ready? More than I know, I'm sure. Superintendent Voss, members of the Hudson School Board, it is my honor and privilege to present to you the graduating class of 2021. Each member of this class has met the requirements for graduation as set forth by board policy. Seniors, as I say your name is called, please come forward and receive your diploma. Family members, as your child's name is called, I invite you to stand and also be recognized.